Dezi Freeman update. So the West Australian government has seized more than 150 guns from sovereign citizens as they believe that they might be a danger to the government. And also, is Aussie COSSACK now involved in this Dezi Freeman case? What the hell? And plus, the latest update from 7 News, Dezi Freeman's own brother thinks that he is not alive. Let's get
All I have in this world is my laws, my word, and I don't break them for
Rightio legends, Chaos Chronicles, and we're back again with another Dezi Freeman update. And so, as always, these updates just get wilder and wilder and wilder. And so now the Western Australian government has seized more than 150 guns from sovereign citizens as they believe that they are a danger to the government, and they believe that the uprise in the attacks against police from the sovereign citizens is what triggered this whole gun seizure. So, I mean, I don't understand it. So, how can they take guns off people that haven't done any crimes whatsoever? It just doesn't make any sense. And it seems like, once again, in this Desi Freeman situation, that laws are seeming to be getting just made up. Like, this stuff happened in Victoria. Why are they taking guns off the sovereign citizens in Western Australia? Anyway, let's have a look at this whole scenario.
You are not a fit and proper person to be in possession of a firearm.
Seizing firearms and cancelling gun licences.
The firearms will be coming with us today, so the compound will.
WA police are cracking down on people who identify as sovereign citizens. They don't believe in the legitimacy of government and its laws.
How on earth can the state of Western Australia entrust those people with the responsibilities for being a lawful gun owner?
Last week, police searched 70 properties.
Now, I don't know, but isn't this in breach of some kind of... How can somebody, like, I understand when they done it to the people that had, like, connections with bike clubs and stuff like that, but if these people have no connection to any crimes whatsoever, and the only reason for their guns to be taken off them is because they don't believe in what the government say, and they have, like, not everybody is a radicalized sovereign citizen, I believe, like they're saying Dezi Freeman was. Like, it just seems like now they're kind of cover their own tracks. I don't get it. I don't get how this is going to make the Dezi Freeman situation any better. And it just seems like, another situation where it's easier for them to take the guns off the Australian citizens again.
Throughout the state, they seized 135 firearms and cancelled or suspended 44 gun licences, sending a clear message that no one is above the law.
If you have made it very clear that you do not abide by the laws of Western Australia set by the Parliament, then there is no way that you can be a fit and proper person to hold a firearm in Western Australia.
The operation was sparked by the...
But wait, though, is that them accepting that the laws doesn't apply to them? Then if that's the case, then how are they able to charge these people? Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but is that not what he was just saying? That they accept that the laws don't abide to them? I don't know, man. This whole stuff is just so out of this world now.
Fatal shooting of 2 police officers in the Victorian town of Paulpunka in August. The alleged shooter, a self-identified sovereign citizen.
We have seen some very tragic and serious incidents in other states. We want to keep Western Australians safe. We want to keep our police officers safe.
Police have identified around 1,000 sovereign citizens in WA.
Not every sovereign citizen is a risk, but some are, and that is a risk we cannot take.
Gun owners who've had their licences suspended will be subjected to a fitness to hold test. Lily Cristanto, ABC News.
Well, yeah, there you go. Like I said, it doesn't make sense to me that they can punish the people when they haven't done something wrong. So yeah, once again, I myself do not understand the policing that's going on here, and it just seems like, but like I said though, how is this fixing the Desi situation that's going on in Victoria? And it just seems like I said, it seems like now that they've got all these special powers now because of this Desi Freeman situation, that innocent people are going to be getting things happen. And if you have a look all over the news, like innocent people have been getting their houses raided, they've been getting arrested and released. And I bet you there's not even any apology. Like it doesn't even make sense. It just feels like it's just another notch in the belt of Australians not being able to have firearms at all. And like that's what it kind of seems like. And so if you are a firearms owner in Victoria, I'd be concerned if you're a sovereign citizen. If this is how easy it is for them to do this, like it just seems like more and more laws are being getting made up in this whole situation. But yeah, so more Desi updates. So we've got some footage that hasn't been seen before. It's been on the news. We're going to do a reaction. So it's Dezi Freeman before this thing had taken place. And yeah, we listened to what his brother says about this whole situation, which makes it stink even more. So this is the latest Channel 7 update if you guys haven't seen it. And the title of this video is Dezi Freeman Dead? All right, let's get into it.
It's the never-before-seen look at Dezi Freeman, family man.
Okay, we're at Jimmy's house. Going to see the new baby, Ari, for the first time.
He and wife Amalia meeting the newborn son of his brother Jimmy and late wife Danelle.
Crikey, look at this little guy. Isn't he a beauty?
Jimmy, James Philby, making the family videos public.
Now, once again, absolute tragedy what has taken place. But for me, I find it hard to understand how somebody has gone from this person right here in this video to a crazed, like, you know, alleged to have done what he has done. It just doesn't make sense to me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, because like it just doesn't make sense. Now, I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying for somebody to go from that to that, what happened in the interim there?
Online, revealing the years before the cop killer's descent into anti-authority extremism.
Oh, up on the slopes here of Mount Buffalo at Dezi's backyard, I gotta say that's the softest snow I ever skied on in my life.
56-year-old Freeman has been on the run since he shot and killed 2 police in a raid gone wrong in August. But Philby, seen here with Dezi and family, has now revealed he believes his brother is dead. I hope he has peace now. I imagine his last hours were cold, lonely, fearful, adding, what Des did was wrong, but he's my brother and I miss him. Philby's message was made public by pro-Russia activist Simeon Boykov, the anti-authority...
Now, before we get into that part, I just think that, like, if that was my family member that was trying to get away from, I would be telling people that they have passed on as well. But here we go with the Aussie Cossack situation. Now we've got Aussie Cossack involved. And if you don't know who Aussie Cossack is, he's also a fugitive himself, but he is being held up in the Russian consulate here in Australia. He is wanted by the police as well. And yeah, let's get into it.
Government YouTuber.
And the brother said that Dezi Freeman was a subscriber.
Boykov, self-exiled and campaigning from here inside Russia's consulate in Sydney, accepts that he may have inspired Freeman's anti-police politics, but refuses to apologise and denies advocating any violence.
But of course, I don't encourage, and I never have encouraged any police killings or violence against police ever.
Philby also...
So if you know about the Aussie Cossack, he's always having issues with the police, especially over the COVID times. He's a pretty out there character and pretty loud and spoken. I don't know anything about him. All I remember is seeing his head around the COVID times.
writing that Freeman would want to be buried on Mount Buffalo and never found by police, but we need closure.
I think closure would be so they know what happened to him.
Police just as keen to know as well. Chris Reason, 7 News.
Well, yeah, there you go. Aussie Cossack. What I mean, this situation just keeps getting weirder and weirder and weirder. Now, if you ask me, I think that's the second one of his family members now that said that he's passed away. And like I just said, I would hope that if that's exactly what I would do if I was wanted that bad, and I would hope that my family members would do the same for me, and that's what I believe. But I mean, is it a smokescreen? Who knows? Who knows what to believe in this whole Dezi Freeman saga? It just seems to get deeper and weirder and deeper and weirder, and so this whole American Cossack thing is now just an added like what is going on here? But I do have the original video of Aussie Cossack realizing that Dezi Freeman was a supporter of his. So let's get into that and have a look. So this is Aussie Cossack here when he realizes that Dezi Freeman was a supporter of him, and listen to what he says about being a fugitive himself.
Dezi Freeman and Aussie Cossack connection. You'll be surprised, or not surprised perhaps, to know that there is a connection between us. Now, the brother of Dezi Freeman, James or Jimmy Philby, and Freeman used to be called Philby, has contacted Aussie Cossack. He's on our channel. Welcome. He's a subscriber. And he's informed me that Dezi Freeman himself was a big fan of the Aussie Cossack channel. And he was always telling everyone to watch the Aussie Cossack channel in the lockdown days with all the police interactions. Dezi Freeman was a subscriber and he used to love watching Aussie Cossack channel with all the police stuff.
What do you reckon, guys? Do you reckon this is the case? I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like, I've had a look into this guy's page a little bit today, and yeah, he's very anti-government. So, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section.
Makes sense. Makes sense, of course. Although I've never personally spoken to Dezi Freeman, I can see why he was a subscriber. And the way he dealt with police, and he deals with police perhaps even to this day. But James Philby, the brother of Dezi Freeman, he's a subscriber of our channel. I want to ask him, contact me, reach out. I would like to invite you on the show, do an interview on Sunday, the 12th of October, live on the Aussie Cossack channel with Dezi Freeman's brother. Dezi Freeman's brother, James Philby, believes that Dezi Freeman is actually deceased somewhere on Mount Buffalo. It's an interesting situation, but there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The connection between Aussie Cossack and Dezi Freeman has been established. I don't know what the police are going to say next, but yes, he is a fugitive. I am a fugitive in the Russian consulate here.
So if you heard in that news article, it said he's self-exiled, so he can't leave that Russian consulate or he will get arrested. Kind of like the Julian Assange situation. Very similar with him, but I just think that like this is just wild now, and it just seems to be. I just can't believe it.
Stay tuned. This Sunday, 12th of October, 7 p.m. We're going to talk about this live. And to Dezi Freeman's brother, James Philby, thanks for reaching out, and look forward to speaking with you.
Well, yeah, there you go. Aussie Cossack, Dezi Freeman connection. I don't know. Well, there you go. What an update that was. So the West Australian government just blew my mind that they've all just automatically said, rightio, we're going to go and take all the guns off of all the sovereign citizens because of what's taken place, in the past. And I just think that's just blown my mind. And I guess if any of the sovereign citizens out there believe that this is not going to happen to them in Victoria, you better be bloody believing it again. Like, guarantee you this is the very next move that happens in Victoria. All the sovereign citizens will be getting targeted. And exactly what I said was going to happen a month ago is happening. I said the police will use their new powers to start targeting innocent people, which is exactly what they did. And I'm not talking about these guns. I'm talking about all the raids that are going on in my area, the northeast of Victoria. And, people's houses are getting raided that they wouldn't be able to raid before without a warrant. And I just think it's just bonkers, and it just seems to get wilder and wilder and wilder. And like I said before, I think his brother saying that, I believe that he's up there and, he'd want to be buried up there. I think that that's a smokescreen, because that's exactly what I'd be doing. I'd be telling all the media and stuff like that just misinformation about my family's, especially if they don't even know what happened. All of this stuff is alleged until we know the second side of the story. And like I always say, we only know one side of the story, and this is going to be one of those stories that definitely has three sides to it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I just think that these laws are getting out of control. And I think that, using these powers to do things that they wouldn't be able to do before it's just crap. And I think that, also what they just done over in Western Australia doesn't help this situation over here in Victoria one bit. So it just doesn't make any sense. It just seems like, kind of Port Arthur all over again, where, something big happened and the public are very suspicious on whether that really happened. And then bang, next thing you know, all our guns were taken. And is this what's going on again? I don't know. I'm not even a conspiracy theorist. I'm not a sovereign citizen. All I am is an ex-criminal who hates corruption. And this is just getting, like I said, out of hand. But there you go, guys. Another Dezi Freeman update. If you guys haven't already subscribed, please jump down there, shoot me a subscription. And if you smash that bell icon, you will never miss any of my clips again. I have been the Chaos Chronicles. You guys have been absolutely awesome. And before I go, guys, I do have members only content available. And it's a very awesome way to support the page. They aren't for everybody. They are paid memberships. So thank you to all the paid members. Thank you to all the subscribers. We just hit 37,000 subscribers. Poof, let's go. What an absolute cracking effort. And guys, we also have a Discord available. The Discord link is on my channel page. It's where we all hang out. You can talk on there. You can send videos. You can show YouTube videos, all this stuff. It is a cool place where we all hang out, and you can find that link on my channel page. But once again, guys, if you haven't already subscribed and you're loving my content, please take this time, 1 second out of your time, to jump down there, shoot me a subscription. That'd be absolutely appreciated. And if you smash that bell icon, you'll never miss any of my videos again. I have been the Chaos Chronicles. You guys have been absolutely awesome. Don't do drugs and crime, and you won't end up in prison. We out.